growth. You see here?
This is probably what you're talking about. So.
And if you, and these fibers separate each year's growth ring. If you look at the end of the log, you can actually see those growth rings. You can see they're different widths. Some of them are thicker, some of them are thinner. You can get up to a ½ inch growth rings if it's a very wet spring and the tree is growing. So that determines how thick your growth ring is going to be. And by pounding on the log, I'm actually shredding or crushing the fibers that hold one growth ring to the next. And if I were to hang out and pound in one place for a long time and then move down the log, I could get up to 4 or 5 growth rings at a time to lift. But most people, when I'm demonstrating, don't want to sit there that long.
Now, did you wet the log? It's not.
The log has never been dry since it was cut 2 years ago.
You keep it wet, or
I keep it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. That's the tool.
Why do you keep the log wet?
If it dries out, which it's starting to, you can see this white. Those fibers kind of hold, and it doesn't allow that growth ring to lift when you pound it. So now I've pounded on this log a lot around. I've probably taken 2 inches all around the diameter of this.
Over the past 2 years?
Yes.
Wow.
But we only do about 6 shows a year.
Yeah.
Demonstrating this. So the more you pound and the further down you get into the log, the easier they'll lift because they've already been pounded on from above, if you know what I mean. So this will come off pretty much by itself. It's not going to down here because I've got another dry spot. This is the last show for this log. And I would have loved to have gotten a new log this year, but I still have way too much material that I processed from the lower 8 feet of this log that I've got material to make this many baskets at least twice more. So I didn't want to go down and cut a whole tree down and not be able to process it and just to get a demonstration.
These cuts in the strips?
Generally when I'm demonstrating, those are not there. But when I'm doing production at home, it allows me to lift a lot faster. Otherwise I have to sit there and guide it along
Is it so you get a uniform?
so that you're following the grain. Because it's very easy for the grain to split out. So one way of getting it clean is and this is
You making your basket?
a little too wet actually to be doing this. I usually let it dry out for about an hour. But if you want to see the difference between what's clean and
Around a while.
what isn't.
Yeah, she did a couple repairs for me.
But there's another process. And I'm just doing little pieces. I usually work at 8-foot lengths. Again, for if you get a piece thick enough, you can actually split the growth ring in half down the center. I have a little thing here that my tail usually comes out, so if I'm working with an 8-foot length that's going out there. This is a knee vise. It allows me to adjust tension. What I do is I bend this over, I score this halfway through, could do this all the way down just using my hands. But that's hard on my hands. And it tends not to be as evenly split because your tension